Hi, my name is Mr. Bettis and welcome to my 4th grade reading class. So, a roller coaster goes all the way up and then hits the very top, and then all of a sudden it goes down to the end. The top is the most important / exciting part. Just like how there's an exciting part here, there's also an exciting part in the story. Can you tell me what was the exciting part in the story, the very hungry caterpillar?
When he eats a lot of food and gets a stomach ache.
Correct, yes. So that's the very important / exciting part in the story. So today we will be analyzing stories and adding the details on a plot chart. We will be finding the rising action, the climax, which is the most important part in the story, and we will also be going over the falling action and the resolution, okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay, so this right here will be our anchor chart. This right here is called a plot chart, okay? Can you say it with me? Plot chart.
Plot chart.
Okay, so like a roller coaster, we go up, and this going up process is called, in a story, it's called the rising action, okay? So keep that in mind. When we're going up, what's it called?
Rising action.
Okay, right here is our peak point. That's the very top of the roller coaster. That is what we call the climax. That's the most important / exciting part in a story. So can you say that with me? Climax. Then we start going downhill, and that's called the falling action. Can you say that?
Falling action.
Correct. Keep that in mind. Now, when we're at the very end, we like to keep things happy and joyful most of the times. That is called the resolution. What's that called?
Resolution.
Correct. Now we're going to be working on a plot chart for the movie Caroline, okay? So, what would be our rising action for the movie Caroline?
When she moves into the house.
Yes. Yes, correct. Well, it's that, and then we can also talk about whenever she met the mouse and went through the tunnel, okay? Now our climax, what's our climax for that?
When she goes in the tunnel, that's the most, most intense?
Yes, it's the most intense. Also, when she meets her mom, that's another great intense part. Now the falling action, what would that be?
When she starts to play the games with the mom.
Yes, good. She starts playing games and it starts going all downhill from there. Now the resolution would be
when she defeats the evil mom.
When she defeats the evil mom and she unfreezes her parents and is happy with them, correct? Okay, very good. Now let's work on another anchor chart for the book Charlotte's Web. Okay? So, in Charlotte's Web, what would be our rising action? Remember, we're going uphill the story. We're barely getting to the good part. We're starting to get there.
When they get Wilbur?
Yes, when they get Wilbur and Charlotte does the first web, correct? Now, the climax. The climax is the very peak point of a story.
When Charlotte, pause it, I don't know. What is it?
Okay, so I'm going to hand you an empty plot chart, and you're going to go ahead and fill it out to the movie Coco, okay? Okay, so before we end, I'm going to go ahead and give you some flashcards. They are mixed. Go ahead and match them together with the correct term and definition, okay? Okay, so the climax, the most exciting and intense part, correct. So this is a good match. Falling action, the section of the story that follows the climax, correct. Now for rising action, what happens in a story that leads up to the most exciting part. That is very true and correct. Now the last one, resolution, when something gets resolved. Correct. So you did get all 4 of them correct, so it's proving that you do understand the meaning of these elements. Okay, students, so today we were able to complete several plot charts, including the one for the movie Coco, okay? Now, we have any more questions for today? Okay. So thank you for stopping by to my 4th grade reading class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again later.